Welcome back, guys, and in this video we're going to be using the select to actually get those information from our database and display it right here on this page. So if you remember earlier, in earlier videos, we look at loops, we look at for loop, each loop, while loop. In this video we're actually going to be using the while loop, and we're going to be getting those information as an array. Then we're going to be using the while loop to loop through those arrays. So let's just get started, guys. So let's create a new variable, and this variable we're going to call it SQL, and this will be select. So we want to select all from users, and this is all we need to do right here. So we're going to actually have to run this query now. So this will be users, because these are just variables. You can give it whatever name you want. So this will be $sonawap query. So we need to actually run this query right here. So we've actually gotten this now, and we can actually print on this array for you to actually see those infos. So let's go over to our browser and let's refresh. So you can see those informations right here. You can see that you can see this number of row, which is 3. That means we've added an extra information. So let's just go ahead and delete this. Let's refresh now. So the number of row now is 2. So we have just 2 rows here, and we have just 2 rows here. So let's just go ahead and loop through those arrays right here. So right here I'm going to have a div, and right here let me just give it a style, and let's give it a padding top, because let's give it a margin top, because I actually want it to have a spacing between the form. Let's just give this 20 pixels. So let's just go ahead and type a random word here, and let's see that. Okay, we have this right here. So let's just go ahead and display that information out. So we're going to display this information in a table. So these are all HTML tags. So we're going to have a table, and this will be table row. So table head. So we're going to have this should be name, and this should be sex. So hopefully this makes sense to you. And now we're going to have another table row. So this will be TD now. So we're going to have that name right here, and right here we're going to have that sex. So let's just go ahead and preview this. So you can see this table right here. So let's just now look through this table and actually see how the information will look like. So we need to write our PHP code within this HTML. So to do that, it's easy. So we need to close PHP right here and actually use the while loop. So this will be while, and we want to loop through the array we got here, which is users. So this will be $users. Let's just give it user $users, and this will be fetch associate because this is an associative array. Yeah, so right here we need to end that loop. So PHP end while loop. So hopefully this makes sense to you. If we refresh now, you can see this has actually loop this twice. So let's just go ahead and take that. Let's just now display that user, and this will be name. So hopefully this makes sense. If I should refresh now, so we need to actually echo this out. So let's just echo that, and you can see the name right there. So let's do the same thing for sex. And this will be sex. So let's refresh, and you can see the sex right here. So if we should add an additional information, let's just say Dell Maxwell, and it's a female. Let's click save, and you can see we have that Dave Maxwell right here. So this is how to retrieve information from the database. In the next video, we're going to see how we can retrieve each of this information. Probably the video after the next video, we're going to see how we can retrieve each of this data, or how we can actually edit this. But for the next video, we're going to see how we can actually probably delete a record from our database. We're going to have something like a delete link right here. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and see how that works. So I'll see you in the next video, guys.